Hi, my name is Anna and I struggle to speak, so this is me practicing. In my last video I said that I would post like at least once a week, but I didn't do that. I guess like posting on YouTube is kind of intimidating, but here I am. So I kind of wanted to talk about this in like the last video, but I ended up forgetting. But I kind of wanted to talk about alcohol. So if you don't want to listen to alcohol, like me talking about alcohol, this is probably not the video for you. You should probably click off. And yeah. And before I start, I also want to say that I'm not like, I'm not like glorifying alcohol. I don't want it to seem that way. I just want to kind of talk about my experience and how it kind of helps me. But yeah, I don't want to make it sound like I'm glorifying like alcohol or just, I guess, yeah, like a negative coping mechanism. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so the thing that I have noticed is that, well, so I struggle to speak, right? But I've noticed that if I drink alcohol and then when I get to like a certain point in the drunk stage, it like I just become a completely different person. Like I become a very talkative person basically. And it's very strange, right? Because in my daily life I'm kind of like quiet and reserved, but then I'll get to like a threshold of drunk and I'll just become like this very loud social person. And it's like I am still like aware of what I'm doing even though like I'm a bit tipsy. Like I'm still like fully, like my brain is still fully there. So it's a very like stark contrast, right? So yeah, in my daily life I'm very quiet, very reserved, and then I'll get to a point of drunk where I'm very loud. I'm just complete opposite. I'm very loud and I'm very talkative and I can just talk about anything. I could just make anything up on the spot and it's like completely fine. And I can just keep going. I'll keep finding stuff to talk about. And it's just very, I guess, interesting in a way. Because it's not kind of what my brain is used to. And because I'm still aware of everything I'm doing, it's just kind of like a crazy experience. And what I felt like is me drunk is what I would be like in my everyday life or a kind of aspect of that if I didn't have like this issue or like if I didn't have whatever's causing this issue. So yeah, I said in my last one that there's maybe it's ADHD or maybe it's like something else that I haven't been diagnosed with, like autism or something. So every time I drink alcohol and I get to this crazy like talkative point, I'm thinking in my head like, oh, this is the kind of person that I would be if I didn't have this issue. And that kind of makes me sad, right? Because I can be really fun, I can be really talkative, like very energetic, but I can't do that in my everyday life, and I can only do that when I'm like drinking alcohol. And it's like really sad, right? Because I would be like such a cool, like I feel like I would be a better person if I was like my drunk self. And I would have gotten like further in life because I would have been able to speak to people more easily. And I would have been able to, there wouldn't be like these awkward pauses or like pauses in my speech, or like I would be able to think of something on the spot rather than just like my mind going blank. And it's kind of sad to think what my life would be like if I didn't have this issue. And like, would I have gotten, like, at this point in my life, would I be like further along? Would I have more friends? Would I be making more money? Would I have a better career? Like, what would I be doing? Would I have like a completely different career? So yeah, it's kind of depressing, but I guess I mean, I don't try and think about it too much, and then I guess there's also like a positive aspect that I know I can be that kind of person, even if it does take alcohol to get there. And I know that like I can be fun and I can be talkative, and like this is kind of like a part of my personality, I guess. And the alcohol is just like helping it come out. But at the same time, it's not like I can just drink 24/7, right? I can't like, like during the day before I go for like a job interview or something, I can't be like tipsy. It's like I'm sure they'd be able to tell too, and it would just be like this girl has some issues, right? So yeah, that's kind of like what I wanted to say about alcohol. I don't know if anyone else also has this kind of relationship with alcohol where they will like struggle to just like I guess speak in their everyday life, and then if they have alcohol they become like super talkative. Um I guess if you're one of the three people watching and this has happened to you, like I don't know, comment or something. And I need to keep talking, but I think I've said what I wanted to say about the alcohol. So I guess if I change topics, um, job search is not going that good. It was kind of like I was going between two places, and one place ended up turning me down today, and then another place like offered me a job, and then I found out I had issues with my visa. So now I don't know if I can like work there anymore. I think the boss said that she would look into it, but I'm not really hopeful, so it's not going too well, and it's kind of stressful, right? And it's so stressful dealing with visas when you live abroad, especially if you live in like a place that doesn't give out visas very easily, and they have like so many stupid little rules in place. Like, the issue I have right now is I'm on like it's a job search slash internship type of visa, but I've been told that I can't do the internship part. Um, I basically can't do any internships on this visa because I already had a working visa before that, which honestly just makes no sense because what do those two things have in like common with each other? Like, why does it matter if I worked before, especially with the way that I guess like companies work in this country? Like, it's very common to do like a small, like a 3 month trial period or like an internship at a company first before you sign like a full contract. So I don't know like how that would make sense, and it's very stressful, and it really just pissed me off finding that out. And it just makes job searching like even more harder, like it wasn't hard already. So that's just been really stressful, but I know I'll make it through because I've made it through before, like stupid visa issues and company issues, so I know I'll make it through and I'll find something. And I'm trying not to stress about it too much because, like everything, I've always like stressed about these kind of things in the past, and then they've always worked out in the future, and it's kind of like, why was I stressed so much when things like, they always find a way to work themselves out. So this time I'm trying like not to stress out too much about this, because I know like I can make it work, and I just need this working visa one more time, and then I can apply for a different type of visa that gives me more freedom, and then I won't need to be like sponsored by a company or just like fuck around with these stupid visas constantly. So yeah, maybe it will take me a bit longer to find a job, which I don't want because it's already been over a month now, and I need to find something soon. I'm gonna run out of money, and I can't do that. Anyway, I hope this was enough content. Editing Anna will tell you if this was enough content, because like I said in my previous video, I want to keep talking like 10-15 minutes at a time, just to kind of like force myself to keep thinking about stuff and keep practicing without too much editing in the middle. So I'm at 12 minutes now, so hopefully that's enough. And no one's probably watching right now, but that's okay because it's a practice for me. Yeah, so hopefully I will stick to a more like weekly schedule posting videos. I'll try, but it's also kind of hard and intimidating to just put yourself out there, right? But I will try. And no one stayed until this long, but if you did, I'm sorry you had to listen to my boring talking that's not engaging at all. But this is practice for me. So yeah, I will see you, well, I will see me, and maybe you will see me next week. Bye!